Hi guys, I'm Natalie, girl with purple hair. Anyway, I wanted to add this little, I guess, preview prior to the video so that I could explain a couple of things and, give you guys a more, better feedback, revision for me. Um, for the most part, I did the video out. I live in the woods, so I had to do the video out in my boathouse because that was the least noisiest. Fortunately, I live off a highway. I have a lot of, outside noise interference, and there'll probably be a lot of animal sounds and things like that also. When I do the preview, I'm not going to be wearing this getup that I'm currently wearing. I'll actually probably be a bit more presentable. My main problem is venue. Unfortunately, when you live out in the woods, you're very limited to what you can do, and unfortunately, the house that I live in has, a lot of animals themselves that have a tendency to, and, my elderly uncle. So, I have a tendency to always be distracted and, it doesn't really pan out. And I can't really think of any place in the house because it's not like I have a sound room or anything that, I could actually properly set up to do this. Um, so I don't know if maybe there was something outside, or maybe I could just do a pretty backdrop. I mean, I got a boathouse and an abandoned RV and a barn and all this other stuff. I mean, I could probably have fun with the venue, but unfortunately, I don't know if the way it's set up actually looks good. If you guys can maybe make a suggestion or something, to make it better. When I do it, I'm sure I'll, go all out, at least either decide professional or funky. I haven't decided which just yet. Um, Unfortunately, when you think about speech presentations, you kind of think of, this stage and fancy presence, and, you realize, oh God, how do I set all that up for that? Also, my original speech was almost 9 minutes long after I was done writing it. And I wrote a lot. I mean, there's a lot that I write because I write a lot, and I had to edit it down and edit it down, and I got it down to maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, but I know it needs to be something like 3.5 minutes. So, if you guys feel like there were certain things that are maybe reiterated too much, or because I mean, to me, I just feel like I cut and chopped and destroyed the whole thing so many times over, and if you can possibly find points that I might be able to pull out of the original speech and as soon as possible, because I'm trying to memorize it so that it seems more natural and not, reading off a diatribe kind of thing. Yeah, definitely feedback on those 2 points would help me solidify it in. Also, in the final presentation, I'll probably add slides for specific things and life events that I've actually went through, just to give it a bit more of a speech presentation kind of feel, or just something a bit more unique, I guess. Yeah, so, of course, in the final one, I'll edit out these 3.5 or so minutes also. So, yeah, definitely watch it and see what you think, and, whatever kind of changes, you think you could possibly give to me, that would be great. Alright, thanks. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start by thanking everybody here for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself to you personally. I am here to entreat you and my fellow game designers and developers to what I expect will be new and innovative approaches to gaming and the industry by bringing about new styles and stories of current genres, as well as introducing you a few new ones. But first, I'll properly introduce myself. My name is Natalie Oyagi, kind of like Miyagi, but with an O. I went to school at Full Sail for game design and currently have a bachelor's in science. I've always been a social person, and as such, when prompted what I want to be when I grow up, my reply was and still is everything. I wanted to be everything when I grew up. And everything is an awesome word because it's anything and it's the opposite of nothing. So, for the past 20 or so years, I went about fulfilling my goal of doing everything. And to give you an idea about how I went about that, I'll run you into a short list of my background. So, I have been a bartender, camp counselor, nurse EMT, Class B firefighter, event coordinator, sales representative, freelance writer, club promoter, game reviewer, researcher, and a field explorer. I also buy and sell antiques. In my journey, I've also volunteered a lot. I spend time with all walks of life, and through these mediums, I've observed, learned, and filed away a lot of skills and knowledge. So, outside being a game reviewer, I'm sure you're asking yourself, well, how is this currently leading me to the position that I'm actually asking you for? And I'll get to that in a little bit, but for now, let me just tell you that you do get qualities such as being calm and methodical under pressure. I'm a solutionist, a leader, I'm well versed in history, I'm analytical, and I'm a social analyst as well. Now, back to that question. I have been involved with games since the Atari came out, and to this day continue to be an avid gamer. I'm not going to list the games I played over the 25 or 30 or so years, but let's just say I'm a collector as well as a gamer, and I have a big collection. Let me address what I can do. Well, I network, research, innovate, and design, and I'm a living, breathing encyclopedia and thesaurus. I'm a social butterfly, and networking is my trade skill. I'm an invaluable resource of finding people and information that can help achieve end goals. My studies and research lead me to every field imaginable. You name it, and I've likely studied some aspect of it. Being creative is as much about innovating your own ideas as it is about crafting solutions for other people's ideas. So with me, you get both. My skills give me an innate knack for problem solving. This aspect of problem solving allows me to generate and incorporate immediate solutions to a problem. I have many ideas in this field: virtual reality, educational, tutorial, story-oriented platforms, fantasy, MMOs, every genre. I also want to take games from its predictable linear path and make it radial. And what I'm suggesting isn't to branch it out in so many directions that it literally encompasses day-to-day life for everyone. It's not a small step, it's literally a giant leap into all areas of human life. My end goal isn't to enhance one particular genre, but all genres. Not to bring a new audience, but all audiences, and not to just tackle personal issues, but global issues as well. So I'm sure the question I need you to ask yourself isn't why am I here? For which the answer would be, where else could I tackle everything? And it shouldn't be, what experience do I have? For which the simple answer would be, who else has real world experience with the working men and women that you're trying to actually get to buy your video games? As a researcher during my time as a reviewer, I understand how to take a game from a finished product to production, from production to distribution, an area that most designers don't really even fathomably understand. Can I relate to a younger audience? Yes, for sure. I'm an oversized kid. Having no responsibility allowed me to pursue my dream of everything. So the question I need you to ask yourself is, are you ready to take this to the next level of gaming, to take this industry to the next level? Or are you willing to let these new innovative approaches pass you by and let someone else take it? Because they will. They will definitely take these opportunities, and they will be out there eventually. Wouldn't want somebody who will do everything. Thank you.